Oh, well, whatever. We'll take whatever. Boots, hat, you know.
I don't have my cowboy hat anymore. I had that when I was in high school,
Oh,
and it was one of those Aussie hats.
oh, well, that works too.
You know, the one with the little flap that was like flat up against it, and the other one kind of stuck out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was all leather, and then I also had a black leather or no denim trench coat,
Oh, well, that
and
one.
then snakeskin boots.
Well, while we wait for everybody, how about we have a cow drawing contest? It is.
Okay.
There is a reason behind it. Hello, Matthew. How are you doing?
I'm here.
All right. Well, it's a Southern thing, or not really a Southern thing. It's we're going to talk about how the West was fun, because my roundtables are about the 12 steps of the law, and we bring it to life in my meetings to teach you guys how to run your pack meetings. So tonight I have, like, that's why I'm wearing this cowboy hat, and I talked Anders into his. So if you guys have one or some boots. But right now, I think while we wait for everyone, if you guys want to get out a piece of paper and draw your best cow for me, you got 2 minutes to draw it.
Oh, good gravy.
And this is, I'll show you mine that I drew already. So I cheated, so you guys had an idea. There's mine. I guess this is actually tying it.
Mine looks like a horse.
All right, that'll work too. So the idea and the reason why I'm asking you to draw such a funny little thing is because in this, one of the resources in this lesson, and I will show my screen soon, is you have to have a horse, or you can draw a cow, and you have it for branding purposes. And it's kind of like doing pin the tail on the donkey, but instead you're branding the cow, which is super cool.
Can you see that one?
Oh, I can. That looks like a horse cow. Looks great.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Oh, stick figure. You can't go wrong with those. And Matthew, how about yours? Oh, I like that one too. I like it. It looks more like a bull. Don't catch the bull by the horns for sure. No thanks.
It is a bull.
Yeah. And Peyton, how about yours? You guys can unmute yourselves. I can trust that.
I'm working on mine right now.
Oh, it looks good. Looks better than the rest of ours. So it looks like it might be just the 5 of us. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. So please bear with me. Of course, my computer took a dive. It went swimming a couple of days ago, and so I'm working with a different computer. So let's go here with this. Share. Okay. So you. So you guys, if you don't mind telling me what you can see, do you see anything else other than the slide?
Post office.
I'm sorry, Brent, what?
Post office.
Yeah, okay, so welcome to Oregon. So
Yep.
I like, yeah, the Oregon Trail Council. So I like to dress up my slides for the PAC meetings while we're doing Zoom, for the simple fact that it's more fun. I hate looking at blank slides. It's a bunch of things for you to look at. So this is usually where I say, hey, Hey, Matt, where are you from? Because I haven't met you yet.
I am from Junction City, Pack 334, Troop 334.
Awesome. And Peyton, you?
Cresswell.
I'm sorry, where?
Cresswell.
Cresswell. Okay. And I'm with Yaquina. And I started this with Hana, and so I'm with Pack 47. And Anders, do you guys all know each other, or could you guys introduce yourselves real quick?
I'm live. I'm Anders Carlson, Pack 325, Benton.
And Brent?
I'm Brent Rada. I'm with Pack 240, Newport.
Awesome. So what we'll do is we'll just keep moving along here. The next one is usually, you know, we have a hard time with icebreakers, and I'm going to give you a great example. It's not difficult to break the ice. Just go introduce yourself, right? But sometimes our kids and us as adults have a hard time. You can do that with jokes, friendships, friendship hunt, which is really cool because we just did one of those last week or last month where I sent out a couple of questions, and you can go up to the different kids and you can ask them, or the pack leaders, and you ask them who has the same color eyes as they do, or if they've been in a different state or whatever, you know, just different funny questions. I had the best thing. I had my foster son. We went there, and one of the parents, one of the other leaders, grabbed their son and came over and helped him to integrate my foster son into the pack, and it was really awesome. So helping our kids do that is really good. So yeah. Go ahead.
Also, there is on one of I think it's getting signatures. Is it bears or wolves that need signature book?
Yeah.
And so that's one way that we did that, is we did an icebreaker like that. They all got signatures from a bunch of other people. It was really fun. It was easy, and everybody got to do it in the whole pack. We did it for like a den meeting or something, and it fulfilled the requirement. So it was awesome.
Yeah, and it's really fun for them too to get to know each other like that. So and of course and some of my stuff might be silly, but it's not, because I'm teaching you guys adults how to do. I'm teaching you how to teach the kids basically, or to run your pack meetings in a fun way. So anything you see, anything you want to add, please, by all means, let's just add whatever you need to. A scout is courteous. So tonight is how the West was fun, and I'm going to show you where I get all of my criteria, all my stuff from. A scout is polite to everyone and knows good manners, which is especially important while welcoming new members to our pack, right? So again, that's how we do it. So in fun standard, it says it's time to saddle up the horses and round your Cub Scouts and prepare for a recruitment and lots of fun. I don't know, I had to throw that silly sound in. Okay, so for the gathering, you want to in person and in your meetings, like tonight, I have my friendly horse. So at the gathering, for this particular meeting, this is a great idea for the scouts. It can be for the Bear Den Requirement 3, for the Grin and Bear It Adventure. This is a very good lesson for that, and I'll show you why. Because they have to do the Grin and Bear It, is like a carnival thing, and so you want to do it. So I brought my trusty horse that I made with a hat tonight because it's all I had. But actually, you can make a horse for out of the pool noodle that you see here, and then you have barrel racing. I don't know if you guys got all of my my notes or not, that you could read ahead of time and see what the lesson is. But I've used, and so we would go on a horse ride, and if we were in person, I would have all this set up. We would build a quick horse, and we would do a quick race, right? It would be kind of fun. So you would have all these things ready at the gathering. I got these buckets at the dollar store, and you can set them up for the barrel race thing. So this can all help the kids with the bears to do this in alongside your pack meeting this evening, because they have to do, like I said, a carnival setup, and you can get the parents to be in charge of of one of the games or whatever. So really look at your resources because it's super cool. I unfortunately didn't have the cool boots, but here's my boots. And I was gonna say, see how many I could throw in. And I wish I could ask you guys to play with me, but unless you guys have a quick bean bag or a pair of boots. No? You guys wanna play? You wanna see how many I can make? No? I didn't practice
Sure.
Huh? Okay. Nah, we won't play. So anyway, so these are also suggestions for games that they could play that came out of the resources section. So again, before the meeting.
This is for the Bears?
Yeah, no, so this is a pack meeting, just like all the other pack meetings, and I'll show you. Let me see, can you guys see if I open up this right here? Can you see this? Where it says September Courteous?
Hold on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the September Courteous is actually a pack meeting. So what you would do is run your pack meeting, but at the gathering, maybe you would have it an hour or so earlier, and then the Bears can meet the requirement they need to if you let them participate by setting up these games. I'm going to scroll through really fast. Down here in the resource section, they can do carnival games. And here's the carnival games here, making horses. And then you have the Pony Express. And you can have different methods of making your horses too, whether you have sticks and, you know, mop heads or whatever, or pool noodles and those kinds of things. Here's more resources here. Here's the barrel race that that I was talking about. You set it up 1, 2, 3. You have the in 2 different sections, and you have their kids on their fake little horses, and they run through and do the barrel race. It'd be so much fun. I think we would have fun as adults even. I'm just saying, because we know we won't be bucked off, right? So I don't know if any of you guys have been thrown over the head of a horse before, but it's no fun. Yep. Yeah. Am I going, do you guys have any questions so far? Because I'm just kind of rattling on a bit. Peyton or Matthew? Okay, anyway, so again, in this, Brent, like you were asking, is the wheelbarrow weight races and the pass the corn. And so it's a great resource so that they can meet their requirements as well.
Okay.
When I found this one, I was like, well, this might be my thing. Now I'm the bear leader this year. So we'll go back to the meeting here. So before the meeting, whether it's Zoom or in person, you want to have your supplies. Can you guys see that again?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask a more general question?
You absolutely can. Please do.
Hey, so one of the things that I'm, all kidding aside, we really struggle with is actually getting people to participate in the Zoom meetings.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody else is having better success than us, but basically turns into the den leaders and their kids and nobody else.
Yeah. So
we
go for it, Brent.
We try to do it, like every Tuesday. Amy will send out an email to the family. We try to keep it kind of short, so it's probably about a half hour long. But we've been able to do all kinds of different projects just in that half hour. Amy's come up with some really good ideas. Before we had the last shutdown, we did some stuff at our charter, which is the Newport Elks. And, we were able to do things, but mostly the Zoom has been amazing. If it wasn't for Zoom, we wouldn't have Scouts.
Yeah, I mean, that's my biggest concern is, with the low turnout that we have is that, I'm not sure our group is going to make it through this.
Well, we've lost, a few of our Scouts already. you know, because of the situation. And, you know, it's sometimes a few of ours actually live out in Siletz and the outer areas. And so internet is really bad out in those areas. And so it's kind of off and on that we can get them on there. But Amy's always made sure that, you know, she's recorded her meetings. We also, if they need material for whatever we're doing that day, she will get it out to them uh, like at 5 o'clock or something. We would have parents meet us at the Toledo Dairy Queen and drop off what they need, and, you know, give them a kind of a rundown of what it is. So that way, if they do drop their Zoom, they still have the project in front of them and how to do it. So they can still do it, you know, on their own. But
yeah, no, that's great. I mean, we've probably lost 95% of our scouts at this point. That's kind of what's got me most alarmed.
How many did you start out with?
So you know, I was a den leader last year. Our scoutmaster resigned, and so I'm trying to kind of pick up the pieces here post COVID. And so I think we probably had 30 or so at our peak, and we probably have 4 or 5 now.
Oh my gosh, we I think the highest we had was 9 at one time.
Yeah.
But this is our first year of leading. I was an assistant den master with Troop 30, Mike Rice's troop, because my son is in Boy Scouts and my youngest is actually in Cub Scouts. He's going on he's a first year Weeblo right now.
So you guys, do you mind if we finish that up at the end and let me just?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll get through.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to bamboozle your presentation.
No, that's a big concern for all of us. I'm trying right now just to show you how to run a pack meeting as a Zoom meeting and stuff, the best I can, and then hopefully we can figure out a way to get our kids back, because we're all losing kids, I think, our scouts. But I'm right there with Brent. I think the idea of getting some things together for them and maybe delivering them or having them pick it up will maybe bring some more interest. But also, again, you know, you need to be prepared. Like with these slides that I'm showing you, if you're prepared and you have something fun, these kids are going to come back to you too.
Yeah.
Because you have to make it fun for them. You have to give games to them. You have to, you know, so I'll show you my next few slides and that'll kind of help you, because you can build them also. This isn't just, what I'm showing you isn't just for doing it for a pack meeting. This is also things that you can do for your scouts in your dens too. I really believe that. But like in this one, for instance, because we're talking about pack meetings right now, right? Just the pack itself. So in a Zoom meeting, you want to make sure that we have everything laid out and in person. So like you want to have your flags ready, any gathering things that you're going to be using, and any decorations for the room and that kind of stuff. So I kind of just make it fun. This is the where I get my plans from right now when I do my meetings. And in a few months, I'm going to start changing and adding what it takes to run a pack meeting, and hopefully give some more insight. But what I've been teaching right now is when you're doing your pack meetings, these are great layouts. They give you everything you need to run a whole meeting. All the skits, the songs, whatever, and all of them are different. And you can go through each one of these and pick whatever you want. So for me this month, it was Courteous, and I picked this one because it looked like the most fun that I could bring to life on screen and off screen if I were doing this in person. So that just kind of gives you guys an idea. And then, so what I'm talking about when you do in person, of course, you have the regular flag up and you have your signs up so the kids can see it. but I also make a slide when you're doing a Zoom call. I make this up for the kids because when you're doing your ceremony, you want to be able to the kids to see it, right? So I make the slides like this. So you can use this for a den meeting and a pack meeting. Let's see. This one we embedded where you could actually have this already done. They have these on the Roundtable website. I don't have that link up here right now, but it goes through the pledge, the oath,
those in uniform,
and the law.
salute. Those who are not, put your right hand over your heart.
We won't do the whole thing, but of course that video's there. So you can have that up in your meeting or at already there so that you can have your kids doing the whole ceremony. So I gave you 2 different options so that if you just want them to read it or if you want them to just follow along. Do you guys have any questions about that so far? No? So like this meeting would have been a little, so let's just go to the next slide.
Those in uniform.
There we go. So here's a skit, an opening skit. We would do this in person. So do you guys mind playing along? It's just 5 of us. We can read a part and
Sure.
together. So, oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Oh, goodness me. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm playing with this new computer since I have this old computer. I apologize. Okay, welcome to our pack meeting. Let's see if we can do it with the funniest Southern voice you can. Brent, you want to go next?
Sure. We will gladly tell you howdy.
Hey, Matthew, you want to do 3?
Oh yeah, we're so all glad that you came.
And Peyton, you want to do 4?
We'll tip our hats.
Sweet. Anders, 5?
We'll shake your hand.
We'll make you feel at home.
So sit back, relax, and I hope y'all will see
that being courteous is important to all Cub Scouts like me and you.
A scout is
courteous.
Courteous.
So of course you would have a pre-assigned den that would do this skit because it's for the opening ceremony. So they would be the same ones that would take the flag up, and then you would have another group that does this opening skit for the pack meeting. So opening prayer, we all know that prayer is different for a lot of people, but these actually have prayers that go along with whatever the program is. And so this one is, may we always treat others with courtesy and respect, knowing this is how Scouts should always act. So it's really nice. And then this is in the pack meeting, you do welcome and introduction. So at this part, you welcome any new members. You also will thank the people that helped you set up for this pack meeting, because setting up for a pack meeting is pretty intense sometimes, depending on what you're doing. The den demonstrations online. So I just show this picture. So if you're coming in person, what you would do here is you would have a table set up, and whatever den needed to show something or to present it, they would have a table like that at the opening. So like you did clay, or if they had to build something or whatever. And then, but for a Zoom meeting, the den demonstrations would be, okay, your pack meeting, you gave them, let's make a birdhouse or whatever the kit is that you provided for them. And then you would have them show their stuff online at the following meeting. So that's how you would do it in a Zoom meeting. You guys have any questions about that one? Okay. So audience participation. This is where we're supposed to sing. Hey, Anders, I saw your guitar. Do you know any of these tunes that you can help?
No, I don't.
Home on the Range.
No chord. You don't have any chords up? I can look them up.
No, but we could all sing. We've all heard "Home on the Range." So,
oh, it's different there.
Real quick before we do that, on a Zoom call, you could have here, which sometimes I'm able to find the music and stuff, because this is like "Give Me a Place." We're singing it to the tune of "Home on the Range," and you could have like that background music part, but I don't have that. So, but we could all try it. We could put ourselves on mute, or we can all sing badly together. What would you like?
I don't care.
All right, let's do it then, okay? Give me a place. Home on the Range tune. Here we go. Oh, give me a place where they all know my face.
Know my face.
And the Cub Scouts and Weebles play. Where never is
heard
a discouraging word. And Scouts
and the Scouts
all
courteous
all day. Here. I don't know how to do that next part. Do you know?
Scouts.
Join the wolves, bears, and tigers today. I don't know. So again, you know, on that's how
it took a turn to
yes, I tried my best. Okay. So again, like in the Zoom calls for the kids, you know, singing these songs sometimes really and get them up dancing and moving. And, you know, again, we all put on our best Southern and we did great. So that's how you can do that. The recognition pins and stuff, this is basically in person. Of course, you have the kids coming up and you shake their hands and whatnot. We haven't had ours yet since the kids have earned a few things, but what you could do is have them delivered that night or whatever. I'm going to go through these quick. We have 4 minutes. So this one, I dressed up this crazy little cart here because this is another skit. And I'm crazy enough, if I were running my pack meetings, I would probably have something like this. And this is where the rank advancement things were kept. And then you do a skit. It's pretty funny, actually, where the Cubmaster asked the Cubmaster assistant, where are the advancements? And she said, oh, I left them back on the chuck wagon. And then she brings them out and they're inside of a Dutch oven. So that's kind of fun. But here in person, we would just do the skit if I had another person. So Cubmaster's Minute, this is where you close and you fill everything up together. This one says to show courtesy is to show respect. The 5th point of the Scout law reminds us to be courteous. May each of you show respect for others by being courteous each day. Well, I'll have to fix that. And then the cowboy philosophy, I just thought it was funny. That's another skit. And this picture is from a book, but I thought it was funny because he's sitting there giving cows philosophy. So I thought that was pretty good. So this is another skit we would do normally, but I think we're going to run out of time. Do you guys have any other questions or anything like that? I mean, I know, Peyton, that you're really concerned about getting people back. And I mean, what else can I say to you guys or help you with?
I think actually, kind of the piece that you put together here is a good reminder. You know, trying to really engage the kids. I mean, our first meeting, what we did is we tried to do kind of a virtual scavenger or a obstacle course. And tried to engage them that way. You know, so we've tried different things. It's just not getting any traction. So that's the biggest discouragement.
And have you guys tried taking, like Brent was saying, the items to their homes or having them pick up?
No, I think that's probably the next step for me is you know, basically start building kits and see if we can get some more engagement into something like that. I like your kind of build a pony kit. Maybe I'll have to come up with something like that.
Yeah, if you look at those, the site, I'm going to send out all of these in an email to you guys because that'll help. what I would do is I would take a look at these resources like I'm telling you about, because it gives you everything that you need in it. And it can be used no matter whether you're using it for a pack meeting or you're using it for a den. I mean, I think getting as many of your kids back as a pack and doing something like this would be outstanding. Maybe following one of these things that I've done for you guys, because it's totally there, and then maybe providing, you know, just some fun for them to see how much fun they used to have, even though we're not in person anymore. Anders, do you have any thought? What are you guys doing?
Well, we're really small, so you know we're 7 scouts active in the whole pack. We were meeting to hike in trails and do outdoors stuff on local trails here in Corvallis. We then met.
People are coming back! Hooray!
I missed you, Randy.
Well, you know, Kelly, I kept trying to get in there, but you know,
I saw that.
Too many tech things going on here. Did you have a good session there, Kelly?
It was good, yes.
Wow. Good.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I guess is everybody back yet, McKay?
Wow.
Everybody is back.
So I wanted to welcome everybody back from their breakouts, and like we were saying, I was hoping that everybody had a good discussion. And if you have any, you know, you feel free to leave a comment for your presenters or any feedback. That's always welcome. Now I would invite Rob or Scott. I guess you guys have a few more council announcements. Maybe. Are they still with us, or did they do that earlier?
Yeah, that was the biggest one. I will mention too that that just a